Hey guys, it's POVs here. We are back at Six Flags Over Texas for our second day. Today we will actually be doing some on-ride filming, which will be very exciting. I'm not sure which rides we'll get to. There's some thunderstorms in the forecast, which I'm hoping will hold out so we don't have to deal with them. But nonetheless, we'll be looking to have a great day here before we fly out from Dallas later on tonight to go back to Jersey. So we'll see you guys inside the park. Also, I didn't record it, but this is the only Six Flags park I have been to that plays the national anthem before you enter the park. Down the red carpet we go. So here at Over Texas, it looks like they also employ a rope drop strategy. They let everyone in around 20 minutes prior to park opening, hold everyone in this main plaza area, and then they drop the ropes at 11 o'clock, which is when the park opens today. Very similar to what we see at Great Adventure and New England and a few other Six Flags parks. Here we go on Aquaman Power Wave from Six Flags Over Texas. Pretty strong launch. It is. All right, here we go. Forwards now. Spike, and here we go backwards. Whoa! Air time. All right, here we go. All the way up the spike, and now it's time to splash. Whoa! Yes. Wow, you get absolutely really soaked. Wet. Look at that wave. Wow. Here we go. Whoa! Oh yeah, we're spinning. Oh, we are spinning good. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! You hanging in there, Dad? Yeah. Oh, we are spinning really good on this one. No. And we just keep spinning. That was a really good ride. I'm Pandemonium. Here's Six Flags Over Texas. This is so cool. And backwards. Wow. That is to freeze. Here we go. Oh. All right, so a little update. We did Aquaman, which was really fun. Then we did Pandemonium, spun a ton. Just did Mr. Freeze, forwards and backwards, which is super intense, a little tricky to film on. And now we're gonna go ride Batman. Alrighty, here we go. So the Gotham area here at Over Texas is really interesting because it kind of acts as their boardwalk area with a bunch of games around, which I think is pretty interesting to put in the Gotham City area.
All right, here we go. Whoa! 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 Wow! That was a good flip there. Whoa! 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 Wow!
Just got off of Joker, and that was actually one of the better cycles I've had on one of these free spins. I don't think I reviewed Batman. Batman was actually really good, felt just like ours. I know, you know, they're the same ride, but in terms of jolts, you know, little rough points, all exactly the same as ours for the most part. But this, I had a really good ride on this. Just got off of Judge Roy, and really smooth, all things considered. We heard from the park that they've been doing a lot of track work to it, and it definitely shows. Not as rough as you would think it would be. And both these rides don't open till 1, but thank you to the park for opening them early for us so we could do some filming. And down we go. Whee! Tunnel. That view of Mr. Freeze. Here we go. Down we go. Oh boy. Whoa! Wow, what a finale. Just did both of the mine trains, both of which are fun, especially Runaway. Got to ride it in the back this time, and that final drop really is fun. Now we're gonna go over to Shockwave, the classic Schwarzkopf looping coaster that pulls really strong G-forces. We just got off of Shockwave in the front and back row, as you guys saw, and that ride is so good, super intense, both in the positive G department with those loops and the airtime department with all those really cool old style transitions. Such a great ride. Alrighty, here we go on Runaway Mountain. Not sure how much we'll be able to see. Very dark in here, but we'll make do. Just trust me when I say this ride's a lot of fun. Very similar to Skull Mountain, A Great Adventure, just a lot more intense and smooth. And dark, very dark. Alrighty, here we go. Turn we go. Whee. Whoa. That's it. Ah. These don't work, unfortunately. Got lasers though. Yeah, following me. Yeah, no. Hold still. It's a gas. Hey guys, good to see you all in one piece. Watch my back while I try to break into the security panel. We need to get into less work for free team.
spots, reserve team. Good work. Those things were trying to take control of the Batmobile. Let's get moving. I'm sure they already know we're here.
I warned you about joining forces with the Justice League. This is your last chance to surrender or face the full force of my Lightspot army.
Go. 412,000. Pretty solid, all things considered. This is not my Justice League. Unfortunately, the pictures are not working right now, but there's my score right there.
Now let's see who took the top spot.
Slow down. Here we go.
Giant. And this ride right here, the rodeo ride, this used to be a great adventure pretty much right where El Toro is now. It was right in front of Viper, and now they have it over here at Six Flags Over Texas by Pirates of Spelunker Cave.
All right, here we go on La Vibora, one of the last rides of its type left in operation. Definitely a rough one.
All right, so it's been a really long lapse in our day, so I'm gonna kind of fill everyone in on what we've been doing. First and foremost, I wanna give a huge thank you to the Six Flags Over Texas team, Gabby, Kaylin, and Melanie for setting us up with the POVs. We did so many POVs. The only one we couldn't get was Titan because of the weather, but we were able to get every single one, so a huge thank you to them, especially Gabby, for walking us around the park all day. We had a ton of fun getting all those videos, and I hope they came out good for you guys. But we got to ride a ton of rides. We rode Aquaman, Pandemonium, we rode Texas Sky Screamer, Judge Roy Scream, Batman, Mr. Freeze. We rode Joker. Then we went and did Mine Train, Mini Mine Train. And then what else we did? We did Shockwave. We did Runaway Mountain. We did New Texas Giant. We did La Vibora. We did Pirates of Spelunker Cave. Basically all the major rides you could want to do here. It was absolutely great. Lots of great rides, and this park has a really interesting collection. They don't necessarily have that one standout. I'm not gonna lie, New Texas Giant really is not my favorite RMC. It's a little on the dull side. It's still a fun ride, but the collection here is really deep, very variable, has a really good variety of different attractions that you're not gonna find at other parks. I'm just looking at a ride like this, Runaway Mountain. You're not gonna find anything like this. Skull Mountain is the most comparable, and even that is very different than this. Shockwave, you're not gonna find classic Schwarzkopfs out there like that anymore. La Vibora, pretty much one of a kind at this point. So many great attractions, and the park looks great. It is really well themed all across, especially in all of the kind of Western or country specific themed areas. It just looks fantastic. So we've had a great day at Over Texas. Currently it is 2 o'clock, and just for perspective, the park opened at 11 and we're already done with all of those attractions. We did so much in such a little amount of time. Cannot thank the team enough. But now we're gonna kind of hang out. I don't know if we're gonna ride anything. I'm gonna watch to see if Titan reopens just so I can at least ride it. But the weather is looking a little iffy right now. We're hoping our flight doesn't get delayed later. We're flying out around 8 o'clock out of Dallas to go back home to Jersey. So we'll keep you guys updated as we go through the day. So I haven't had my dad in the video yet. The heat's catching up with him a little. But Dad, other than that, how's your day going?
Wow, I can't believe I haven't like marathon ride after ride after ride filming like that.
Never been that fast.
Never that fast.
And I should also mention, I know I mentioned a little earlier, but there were rides that don't open till, you know, noon, 1. They opened them all early for us, so I really, really do appreciate everything Six Flags Over Texas did for us. It's a good thing we rode Aquaman when we did, because it's down, and it's been down for a really long time, but look how nice this statue looks. Always loving the DC rides actually have a good amount of theming, and this one definitely has that. Also, I don't remember if I made a mention of it, but the double-sided lockers are implemented so well on this attraction. You exit right there and you come right over here. And it's perfect for a water ride like this too, because most people don't want to get their phones or anything wet. So the lockers are literally right before you get on the ride. Perfect, perfect setup. Like I said earlier, we didn't get to film on Titan because it was closed, but it looks like it has reopened now. We're not gonna get to film on it. We're not being escorted anymore, but we'll at least get to go back on it for the first time in really long time, 4 years. So we'll see you guys over there. So that is located in a really weird, like deep pocket of the park, all the way down here by New Texas Giant Station, but you can't get to New Texas Giant from here. You gotta go all the way around. So getting to this ride is definitely a hike, very far back in the middle of nowhere, really. Looks like they've also implemented double-sided lockers over here at Titan, so lots of really cool little things at this park. It's not really surprising that a lot of the kind of test subject sort of things are present at this park, since it is the closest one to the corporate headquarters. You'll typically see a lot of the newer features tested out at either this park or one of the flagship parks like Great Adventure, Magic Mountain, Fiesta Texas. They'll usually get the new stuff first, and then they roll out to the rest of the parks. But This is the one that Salim and the rest of the corporate team can visit the most easily because their corporate offices are literally like right by the park. So they come and check this park out a lot. And look at this, empty station. That's what we like to see. So I just got off Titan in the back, and I forgot just how intense that ride is. It is absolutely draining. You gray out multiple times, really hard gray outs too. The drop gives you a little pinch of airtime in the back. The drop still kind of sucks on this ride, I'm not gonna lie. But the rest of the ride, really, really positive G heavy, very intense. And that one little airtime hill after the first turnaround, you do actually get some really nice floater over it. I know a lot of people tend to criticize this ride for not having any airtime. The airtime there was pretty cool. But otherwise, it's not really an airtime ride. It's definitely more of a positive G focused ride, and it definitely does that well. My only big critique, well, there's two things. For one, I've noticed the operators in this park tend to push down on the restraints way too hard, like to the point where it becomes really uncomfortable to ride anything here. So I get, you know, you want to make sure people are safe, but there's a fine line between making sure that people are secure versus just causing pain, and definitely felt that here and on New Texas Giant, unfortunately, which does take away from a lot of the forces on the ride. But again, that's park to park. And this ride, for whatever reason, the brakes whack really, really hard, especially on the mid-course. So maybe if they were a little less aggressive, it'd be a bit more of a comfortable ride. But those are all fairly minor critiques. Still a really, really great ride. Also, I should mention, Tom and Gabe are currently on their way to Dallas Airport to fly home. And Tom sent me a picture of the rides here as I was on Titan, which pretty interesting coincidence how that all worked out. I do also want to mention this area of the park, really any area that's kind of Western themed, which tends to be like most of this park, looks absolutely spectacular. I mean, this is like right out of Silver Dollar City or Dollywood's playbook. Really does look really, really good. It's fitting in with the theme perfectly. So now, if it hasn't been shut down for weather, we are going to go to the top of the oil derrick, which is very similar to what you can find at Kings Island and Kings Dominion with their Eiffel Towers. Honestly, it looks very similar too. So hopefully we'll be able to get up there and get a nice view of the park. You can see they are hard at work on their new Dino Off-Road Adventure ride. So speaking with the ops team, that ride used to just basically be antique cars, and they're changing it all up now to give it a facelift with all these dinosaurs, which I think is a really cool addition. I know a lot of people might think it's tacky, but I think it's really cool. It's really well presented as well. It doesn't look tacky at all. And it just rejuvenates life into a ride that hasn't had, you know, anything interesting about it for a while. Oh, scratch that. So we're in here at the gift shop. I decided I'm gonna get myself this pretty cool looking Texas Giant shirt. This Titan shirt is also really nice, and there's the one with just the basic logo. And over here at these necklaces, I noticed they say, more flags, more fun, which hasn't been used since the Mr. 6 days, so maybe we'll see that come back. Well, you can tell that weather has shut down everything because Runaway Mountain has an absolutely enormous line now. Pretty much only the indoor attractions are left open because there's lightning and thunder in the area. So in here at this ice cream shop by Runaway Mountain, they have all these different ice cream options. This tastes so good, and you get a waffle cone on the snack. Can't ask for anything better. Look what Over Texas has. Freestyle. If you're looking for the best ice cream options in all of Six Flags Over Texas, I would highly recommend coming here. You can get a giant waffle cone with a whole plethora of different flavors. Come check it out. So as you can see, they got the dinosaur and the Looney Tunes out, but that is to conclude our time here at Six Flags Over Texas. We are now headed back to Jersey, and I will be at Great Adventure tomorrow to see what has changed. So 3 Six Flags parks, 3 days in a row. It's certainly been a great trip down here in Texas. Great to be back here for the first time since 2020. A lot has changed at the parks, but at the same time, they're still the same great parks. It was really fun to go to the rodeo and to get to film here. Again, huge thank you to Six Flags Over Texas and the team here for allowing us to do so. Dad, how was Six Flags Over Texas and the trip as a whole?
Wow, the trip as a whole was just amazing. And to get back here for like a redemption visit, I guess, after being here during COVID and bad weather. But this park is very nice. You got to come out. Same with Six Flags Fiesta Texas and ZDTs.
And SeaWorld.
And SeaWorld.
With all that being said, guys, let's conclude today's video from Six Flags Over Texas. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.